Today we're starting out in tabletop position. Make sure that your shoulders are in line with your wrist and your core is strong. We're going to do a little jump rope here with our back. So I'm going to push into my side, drop my belly button down, push into the other side, and round at the top. We're going to do a few rotations here and then change direction. Just getting nice and loose. Warming up a bit. Let's go ahead and change direction now. And changing now to our cat-cows. We're still aligning the wrist under the shoulders, pushing up through the core, rounding the spine, and then dropping the belly button down, arching back. Switching between these two poses, finding your breath. Exhale to push up and round. And inhale to find your arch. And making your way out now, you can find a seat on your knees. We're going to go ahead and move on to warm up the shoulders and the neck a bit. So let's go ahead and find a nice strong core. We're going to use our shoulder blades squeezing together in the back to open as we extend the arms out. And then we're going to round our spine, pull our belly button in, and like we're hugging someone, we're just going to cross our arms in front. Each time we do this, we're going to switch which hands on top. Really just trying to activate and warm up those shoulders. Now that we're feeling a little heat, let's go ahead and get the neck warm. We're going to go ahead and look all the way up and all the way down through the full range of motion. All the way left, all the way right. And circles. 3 rotations in each direction. Now dropping the head to one side, ear close to the shoulder. Put the weight of your hand on top. Extend the opposite arm. Flex the hand. And we're slowly going to move the hand up and down through the shoulder. Make sure you're extending to open up. And now switching to the other side. Okay, moving on, you can find your tabletop again, and this time we're going to walk our hands forward, extend the arms, the knees go back, and we're going to pulse here, trying to drive the chest towards the ground, opening the rib cage. You can go up onto fingertips if you want a little extra challenge, or you might elect to just keep the hands flat on the ground. All right, repositioning now. We're going to bend the arms and put the elbows down onto the ground, hands together. And again, we're dropping the chest towards the ground, opening the rib cage. You can keep your head neutral here. You're welcome to walk your knees back as you need and try to go deeper. We're going to hold here for a bit, so make sure to just work through your breath. There should be pretty shallow little breaths right at your diaphragm. And walking the knees forward to make your way out. Now we're moving on to full puppy pose. So we're going to extend the arms, lower the chest down, try to get the chin and neck flat on the ground. Walk the knees back as you need to make more room. And holding here, trying to find that breath. If you're not touching the ground here, that's totally okay. Wherever you are, the arms are extended and you're just pushing towards the ground with your chest. Maybe we aren't there yet. That's totally okay. Now let's begin to slowly make our way out of this position. And then you can come up to a child's pose to relieve the back. This is a great resting position. It helps to neutralize the spine. Coming up to tabletop now, you can tuck the toes in the back. And we're going to push down through our hands and reach our bum back towards our heels as we arch back. You should feel a little upper back stretch here. The goal is not to sit on your heels, but just to drive back towards them. Now we untuck the heels, push this belly button into the spine, and round the back as we lower the bum towards the heels. You should feel a good stretch in your lower back here. Okay, we're going to use a couple of yoga blocks for the next exercise. I'm going to have you tuck the yoga block between your heel and squeeze into your thighs right under your bum. You're going to come to tabletop with the elbows on the ground, and then we're going to start to lift that leg as far as we can, keeping it squared to the ground. Do not open it out to the side. We're going to do 8 slow ones here, just tapping down to the ground and arching back. And switching sides now, 8 on the other side. Okay, taking one of your yoga blocks, go ahead and put it down on your calves, and we're going to sit on it, so get it in a comfortable position. And then we're going to take the other block into our hands long ways. Extend the arms above our head. Try to keep them right by your ears and long and straight. And we're going to pulse back, opening the rib cage out to the front. This is to work our shoulder and upper back mobility. And this is super important in our back bends. Okay, just take a moment to neutralize before we move on. And then you can find your way to standing on your knees. From here, we're going to work our arch a bit. So I'm going to have you put your hands on your waist, squeezing the bum here. You're going to push your hips forward. Our quads are working real hard. We're squeezing hard. Our chest is opening. And then we're trying to drop the head back as we lift the chest towards the sky. You can put your hands here right under your bum if that helps you to activate and push forward. We're just going to work through this a few times. Amazing work today, guys. We're going to go ahead and have a little cool down. You can come to your tabletop and just arch through your back, round your spine and drop down. Round your spine, shift forward, drop down. A great neutralizer. And then find your child's pose. Take a rest here. Walking both hands to one side. And now to the other side. Coming up now and making your way to your back. Hug your knees. Take a little rock. You can bring the hands behind the head and pull forward to try to round your back. Extend the legs and hug under the thighs. Use the momentum with your legs here to rock forward and back. And that does us for today's practice.